Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play series on the original Formula 1 game for PlayStation.
This is the Hungarian Grand Prix, round 10 of the 1995 World Championship.
Oh my goodness, someone reached me for a big bottle of lube. It's Murray Walker. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play on Formula 1 with our pilot of choice for this evening. Yes, it's Mr. David Twat Coulthard, who once again is in the beautiful livery of the Williams Renault from 1995. The almost all-conquering car of 1995 if it hadn't been beaten by a Benetton. Yes, a Benetton. Oh my goodness, could we ever live down the shame? Well, unfortunately not, we couldn't. So anyway, we're going to increase the downforce now because of course this is now our qualifying run. We're going to take lots of fuel out of the car, go minimum as possible, but we need lots of downforce because it's very, very tight and twisty at the Hungaroring. As we go onto the circuit now, and for the first time you're going to see the absolutely gorgeous graphical engine developed by Bizarre Creations in 1995 of the oh my bloody good god. Oh god. And you can see the Foster signs just off to the right hand side there, and off to the left now we've got Shell signs. It's all going on, we've got A-Quip, or was it I can't remember all these sponsors. Anyway, so we go now into this really, really tight and twisty bit. Let's see what time Mr. Coulthard is going to put in. Of course, this is his first lap out of the pit, so it's not going to be very fast whatsoever. He was on a 38, he's on a 1 minute and 9, but don't forget, of course, this is his out lap, not his fast lap. So it's very, very tight and twisty at Hungary, and unfortunately it's not a circuit that David Twat Coulthard likes, which is rather fortunate because it's not a circuit that the Hookster likes either. That's quite a coincidence, you have to admit. Quite a coincidence indeed. Anyway, so we're just about to complete the first lap as we go underneath the Shell Formula 1 sign. Look, it's all going on. Look at all the sponsors and the graphics in the background, which just... Oh, Campari, do you remember them? Yeah, that was a long time ago, wasn't it? There was a few nights when I had a few too many Camparis, but anyway, that's another story for another time. Yes, we will continue now on to finishing the first lap, and we're in 24th position at the moment for Mr. David Twat Coulthard. Yes, 24th position. So this is now the fast lap for Mr. Coulthard. The fast lap. Let's see what beautiful time he's going to put in. He's got lots of downforce, so he should be really, really good into the twisty bits, but not very fast on the straights. But fortunately for Hungary, there isn't very many straights on this track whatsoever. So we're just about to come up to the first sector time. Let's see what time it is. Oh, he goes off. I don't believe it. Unbelievable scenes for Mr. Coulthard. Hill's on a 37.178 and Coulthard does it. Oh, he's 2.6 seconds off the pace of Mr. Hill. So I don't think it's going to be a very good time, and I don't think it's going to put him very high up the grid, which is going to be very, very disappointing, because it's vitally important at Hungary that you get a good position, because it's very, very difficult to pass after sector 2 now. Oh, look at this, he's 2.8 seconds now behind Damon Hill. Anyway, we're now into sector 3. Oh, very, very tight there for Mr. Coulthard, very, very tight indeed. Let's see what his time is going to be as he crosses the line and see what position it's going to put him in. And we're just about to cross it now, and it's going to be, I reckon, 15th. Oh, look at that. How bad was it? 13th position then for Mr. David Twat Coulthard for the race. So it's time to go on to Budapest for round 10, and there's no time, unfortunately, for the grid run through because it's going to be a very, very long race. And as you can see, due to some glitch, he's actually qualified in 7th position, and it's go, go, go. So away he goes. David Coulthard once again gets a terrible start from the line, and he's just going past now, trying to make up a few positions. So he's lost his contact, and there's more contact, and even more bloody contact. He's hit one of the Ferraris, either Gerhard Berger or John Alesi, but he's up now to 5th position. Yes, 5th position for David Twat Coulthard. He's got one of the McLarens now just off to the right hand side, as you can see, the beautiful livery of the 1995 McLaren. So he's doing very, very well at the moment, holding on to this 5th position. Let's see if he can make any inroads. As you can see though in front, look at them, look, darting all over the place. They're going off to the left, going off to the right, and he goes to the right to try and get past this McLaren. But no, this is tight, very, very tight. There's contact with the McLaren, but he holds on and managed to get past up to 4th position now for David Twat Coulthard, and now he's got one of the Ferraris, but he backs off out of that manoeuvre because, as I said earlier, it's very, very tight and twisty at the Hungarian circuit. and he's got to be very, very careful. But I don't think it'll be too long before he loses some of his wings and he's going to come in for his pit stop early. So let's see now if we can get past the cars in front. And of course the cars in front now are all the leaders. We've got a Benetton leading this race, and I do believe that must be Michael Schumacher. It can't be Johnny Herbert surely. And the car in front of us now, the Ferrari, is Gerhard Berger in the 1995 V12 Ferrari. A very, very heavy car in 1995. The drivers didn't like it whatsoever. It was heavy and pretty slow, it has to be said. But look at this, the Benetton has weaved off to the left and he's lost 2 positions now. So the lead has gone to I think that's, is that my teammate? I think that's Damon Hill. I think the lead has gone to Hill. Coulthard still in 4th position. Gerhard Berger has gained a position as well. He's up into 2nd place now. And that must be Michael Schumacher now, directly in front of us. It can't be Johnny Herbert, surely. Well, we will find out, because of course there's no names above the drivers, so we have no idea who these drivers are. It's still saying Coulthard in 4th and Berger in 2nd, but we want to know who this car is in front of us, please. Mika Häkkinen was the McLaren driver behind us as we make contact with this Benetton car, which we still don't know who it is. But we will continue on. It doesn't really matter who it is because we've managed... Oh, did he lost his wing? Oh, I thought he's lost his wing then. No, it doesn't really matter though, because we managed to get past and we're up to 3rd position now. Yes, 3rd position for David Coulthard. Wowzers, absolute wowzers. Anyway, our next target is of course Gerhard Berger in that Ferrari. I would like to know who that Benetton driver was. I'm pretty sure it must have been Schumacher, because Johnny Herbert unfortunately in 1995 didn't have the same performance, or should I say his own performance wasn't that good compared to Schumacher. He never really got very high up the grid. I think he used to qualify about 7th or 8th, which was his best. And it was Michael Schumacher. It was Michael Schumacher. He's now down to 4th place. We're up into 3rd position. Gerhard Berger in 2nd. And our teammate, Mr. Damon Hill, which we very rarely see because he's usually away and gone, is currently in the lead of this Grand Prix. And we have completed 2 laps so far. So it's looking very, very good at the moment for the Williams team as we try to get past Gerhard Berger. But once again, there's contact. There is contact. But let's see if we can get past. And as I say that, a car coming behind us, I think that was one of the McLarens of Mika Häkkinen, was trying to get past, but we're holding on steadfastly. Now, very, very soon, I have to say, we will be able to show you the video where a stunning revelation about this game is about to be revealed. I think it may be the next episode. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to have a look. But it may be the next episode. It's going to be a stunning revelation. I have found something to do with this game after, 23 years, that I don't think anyone else has found. And it absolutely turns this championship on its head. Absolutely on its head. As we go past Gerhard Berger, as I was waffling on there in the Ferrari, up into 2nd position now. Yes, 2nd position for David Coulthard. We've just got our teammate, Mr. Damon Hill, currently in front of us now. Now, can we get past Hill? Can we take the lead at the Hungary circuit? Well, we will find out, of course. The fact that we put on very, very high wings is really to our advantage at the moment, and the car seems to be perfectly balanced and suited to this very, very tight and twisty Hungarian Grand Prix. Well, as I was just about to say, yes, very, very soon I will be able to show you this revelation to do with this game, and then all will be revealed, because I have extensively ripped this game to shreds, basically. Not, really ripped it to shreds, otherwise it wouldn't be playing right now, but yes, I have gone into its rusty innards, probed very, very deep with my probing spanner. Woo! And I have managed to get this thing to come out for me. And oh my god, it took some prying, but I eventually managed to get it out. And yes, all will be revealed soon. I know I keep teasing you with it, but please bear with me, because it's going to be absolutely epic. And the rest of the season will be completely different after that episode. Yes, I'm not going to tell you why. You'll just have to bloody well wait and find out, won't you? As we get very, very close now to the back of Mr. Damon Hill. Now, of course, as I record this video, there has been another live Grand Prix on your television sets. Yes, it was another fantastic race for 2019 in real life at Canada. What are you laughing at? It was brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I thoroughly enjoyed the last 5 laps even more. Yes, the last 5 laps even more. Especially with Sebastian Vettel after he'd been given the penalty. I'm sorry, but I have to say this. Why the hell didn't they just add that penalty on to the end? Why didn't they just do that? Why did they give that penalty so late? And then, of course, the team has to inform Sebastian Vettel that there has been a penalty. And that, I'm sorry, it's such a distraction to the driver. Now, you heard the engineer going to him, stay focused, and he was saying, I am focused, but then he was, complaining about the penalty. That is such a stupid and dangerous thing to do, to actually, oh, God, Jesus Christ. As I say that, though, the Benetton of Michael Schumacher has actually got past us. We're down at the third position now. Wowzers, that was a really good move there from Michael Schumacher. So down to third, and we've got the McLaren very, very close behind us as well. Anyway, as I was saying in that Grand Prix, that was such a stupid move there from the stewards, because Sebastian could, oh my goodness, and Damon Hill's been punted off to the left-hand side of the circuit. We try to get past, but there's contact, and we don't manage to do it at the moment. Wowzers. Anyway, as I was saying, that was a really stupid thing to do, because anything could have happened. He could have been so distracted that he could have crashed into one of the other cars. You don't, just add it. It's a 5-second penalty. Just add it on to the end and tell your driver at the end. And what difference would it have made to have told him at the end than to tell him 3 or 4 laps from the end? Apart from the fact that he got annoyed, frustrated, and all his emotions were starting to build up when he should have been 100% focused on driving that bloody car. So, yes, well done FIA. Another dick move from you. Well done indeed. You keep going on about safety and making sure everything's all safe for the driver. Well, how about a little bit of consideration? Because everyone is a human being, and human beings go through these different emotions. So don't be a dick and tell your team that have to pass that on to your driver 3 or 4 laps from the end that you've got a penalty. Just wait until the bloody race is finished, for cock's sake. Anyway, rant over. Let's continue now. There's 13 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. We have dropped down to 3rd position now. Yes, 3rd position for Mr. David Twat Coulthard, but we will continue on now. 6 laps have been completed. We're in 3rd place, and we're still chasing hard on Michael Schumacher, who is chasing hard on Mr. No, wait a minute, I've got that round the wrong way. I've been waffling so much I've forgotten who's what and who's where. Yes, Mr. Michael Schumacher is now in the lead, and Damon Hill is in 2nd place, but they go for a positional move there, or at least Damon does, but doesn't quite manage to pull that off. So we're still holding on to those positions. I do apologise. Yes, I was waffling on about the Grand Prix and getting all excited and annoyed and frustrated and everything else. A little bit like Sebastian Vettel. You see, I took my eyes off the ball, which is exactly what could have happened to Sebastian Vettel. It just completely proves my point. Exactly. And I'm only commentating. I'm not driving a bloody Formula 1 car. I'm like seated up and going around at 215 miles an hour. I'm just bloody commentating on a completely lost track. So it just shows you how easy it is. My point has been made. Okay, enough of that shit. Okay, let's carry on now. So, still in 3rd position at the moment for Mr. David Twat Coulthard. And I have to say, just continuing on from that Grand Prix, that I did admire Mr. Vettel for, the way he behaved. Very, very professional. Yeah, all right. So everyone's saying, oh, he got into a stop and he wouldn't park his car in park firmly. But let me just say this, okay? He was annoyed. People get annoyed. When people get annoyed, they do things that aren't normal. Okay? That's human nature. So, it wasn't really that bad, was it? And I did like the way he swapped the signs over. That was classic. Absolutely classic. And, yes, and of course Lulu was his normal, usual self, complaining bitterly. And then trying to be the nice guy. Yes, we know, don't we? We know. All the tricks, yes. Anyway, let's see if we can... Oh, there's more contact, though, with Michael Schumacher. As you can see, more contact with Schumi. And we've got contact now, once again, from the McLaren, right up our derriere, right up our rear end. He's desperately trying to get past us. But we're going to hold on steadfastly to this third position at the moment, because it's looking good for some World Championship points. But, of course, we have got to come in for our pit stop, and every other car hasn't, which is a complete disadvantage and means we're going to lose about 20 seconds now as we're just about to start the next lap of this Grand Prix. But we will continue. We will continue because hopefully we will make some of that time up. Yes, some of that time we might make up. So, Hill in 1st place. Michael Schumacher in 2nd. David Coulthard in 3rd. Mick Hakkinen in 4th. Gerhard Berger in 5th. And John Lacey in the other Ferrari. Oh no, I don't believe it. We've accidentally taken off Michael Schumacher's rear wing and we managed to get past him. That was a total accident there from David Coulthard. Of course, he didn't mean to do that whatsoever, but the wing has gone for Michael Schumacher, which means unfortunately he's going to have to come in for a pit stop, which means he is out of it, absolutely out of it. He's going to be oodles down the track at the end of this, and he's going to end up, well, probably not even in the points, because don't forget, you only get points for the first 6 finishes. So unfortunately, a little bit of contretemps there, but that was not David Coulthard's fault. He just saw, a little bit of contact, but the rear wing just came straight off. Anyway, as I say that now, he's going after Damon Hill, getting very, very close to the back of Damon Hill's gearbox. So the two Williams drivers are now fighting with each other. This is very, very rare, it has to be said, very, very rare that we are fighting with each other. Usually Damon Hill is away and gone, but as you can see, he's now trying to get past Damon Hill, and Damon Hill backs out of it. I don't believe it. Damon Hill backed out, and now David Coulthard is up into the lead of this Grand Prix with 9 laps completed now. As you can see, he's got across the line, and David Coulthard has now been erased from history. Yes, he's not there anymore. No. Hill's still in the lead, and David Coulthard, he's gone into the twilight zone and he's gone. Yes, you can clearly see at the bottom there, he is completely vanished. Yes, David Coulthard does not exist anymore. Even though now it says he's in first position. Yes, first position. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. There's some real excitement for you now. Real excitement. We're going past a 40-fold. Yes, one of the best cars ever in Formula 1 was the 44 with its beautiful yellow and blue livery, and oh my god, that car was so fast. They had to put a restrictor on that car in the end because it was just too fast. It basically would have gone around all the circuits in less than a minute. Yes, less than a minute, about 57 seconds, which was the time they were putting on before they realised that something had to be done. So they put this restrictor onto the engine of the 44, but unfortunately it actually then made it 50 seconds slower. Yes, 50 seconds slower each lap, yes. So, but it was a decision that was made, it had to be made, and so there you go. So that's why the 44 ended up so slow. It was such a shame because that car was like an absolute rocket ship when it came out of the stalls, absolute rocket ship. But rules are rules, as they say. Anyway, we continue on. Lap 10, Coulthard still in the lead as he just gets past, I think that was that a Tyrrell Yamaha? Maybe a Tyrrell Yamaha, I'm not quite sure. Very, very hard to make out the liveries because of the very, very low resolution of the graphics in this game. This game is running at 240p, everyone. Yes, you remember those days? 240p. Yes, that is it. Now, if you remember that DVD runs at 480p, yes. Digital television usually runs at about 576i. Yes, I know. I'm being very, very technical and geeky now, aren't I? Yes, I'm bringing out my geekiness to full now. And then, of course, you've got the fact that televisions also run at 1080i and 1080p and 720p, of course, which is a little bit lower down. But then, of course, now we've got 4K, and then we're going to have 8K soon as well. Oh my goodness! I tell you, the screen is going to be so sharp. It's just going to be like real life. As we now try to get past one of the Minardi Fords, I do believe. Of course, in 1995, they had to swap their engine to a Ford, even though they built the complete car, the chassis as well, for, and I can't remember the engine now. I did mention it in a previous episode, but I can't remember what it was. But they had to change to a 44, and they sued. Oh, that's right. It was to do with Benetton and Tyrrell, wasn't it? Was it Tyrrell? No, not Tyrrell. The other one, the blue cars. Ligier, that's it, Ligier. Oh God, I'm absolutely hopeless if I haven't got my notes in front of me. Absolutely hopeless, but I decided to do this video on the fly instead of keep reading off of Google. So there you go. I hope you enjoy me making so many mistakes. Anyway, at the moment, David Coulthard is still in the lead of this race, with not many laps to go now before we get to the end. But of course, very, very soon, David Coulthard is going to have to come in to the pits. Okay, and as I say that, it is now time for David Coulthard to come in for his pit stop. He pits from the lead of this race, and he's already gone down to, is it second? Yes, Hill has gone past. Look at this. Damon Hill has overtaken him. And another car's gone past as well. So he's down to third place already. And this is going to be a very, very long stop. Look at the damage to the car. To the front and rear wing. And of course the tyres have got to be changed. And of course we've got to put some more fuel in. We've got to fill the fuel up pretty high. Just above halfway or maybe 3/4. Yes, well, there you go. Lots of fuel we got in. And this is going to be a 20-second stop. As you can see, 20 seconds for Mr. David Coulthard. And he's rejoined. Another car's gone past. Oh my goodness. Lots of cars have gone past. 8th position now. He's out of the World Championship points as he rejoins the field now behind one of the McLarens. And he's only got 6 laps left to see if he can make up these positions. Hill now in the lead after 13 laps. Hakkinen in second place. Coulthard, it says, is in third place because of course he's coming to the pits as he's now going past the McLaren and the 44. Yes, he gets past both of those cars, so up into 7th place. Just one more now and get him into the World Championship points. And of course that car in front is a Benetton. That may be Michael Schumacher, of course, had to pit for a new rear wing, so he could be a little bit down the field. He's trying to get past this Ligier at the moment, I do believe. Oh, this is dicey, very, very dicey. He goes for a move down here inside the car. Oh my goodness, he's taken the rear wing away from this Ligier. So he's going to have to come into the pits once again as well. But he managed to get past up into 7th place now. And now the car in front is a Georgian Peugeot. He should be in 6th place, I do believe. That's either Eddie Irvine or Rubens Barrichello. 14 laps completed for Damon Hill now. There's a contact, as you can see, contact. But can we get past and get up into the points? Yes, so Coulthard is in 7th ahead of Mark Blundell. Mark Blundell, of course, yes. So now we're right up the gearbox, right up the rear end. We've got just 5 laps to go now. Can we get past? Can we get past? Yes, we do. I think we're up to the points. That's got to be a point player. It's got to be a point player as we're trying to get past the Minardi. I wish the screen... Yes, the screen has finally changed. So yes, we're on for one single solitary World Championship point at the moment as we're trying to get past this other Minardi Ford, and we do so. Well, because of this circuit being very, very long, of course, there's lots and lots of back markers, including, of course, those 44s, which, as I said earlier, were very, very slow indeed. But only because they had that restrictor on, otherwise they would have been rocket ship. Anyway, let's see if we can catch up to that. We've got more back markers. This Ligier has got to be a back marker. Hill is in the lead now, 23 seconds ahead of Mr. David Coulthard. Can we get past these back markers? Well, it looks like if that is Michael Schumacher, he's got past both of them. Look at this, they're weaving and darting about all over the show. And unfortunately in this game there's no blue flags, so the cars do not have to get out of the way. But we get past one. Can we get past the other? Hill has just done 15 laps now. 15 laps for Damon Hill. He's now 4 seconds ahead of Mika Hakkinen, who's doing very, very well in 2nd position. So we're just about to come round the corner now and go down the start and finish line, which is the only really long straight in the Hungarian circuit. Yes, are we going to dive down the inside of this Ligier? No, David Coulthard. Look at that. The Ferrari goes off to the left-hand side because he's been overtaken by the Benetton. That has to be Michael Schumacher. It has to be. It can't be Johnny Herbert, surely. Hopefully, we will get to see at the bottom of the screen when it changes in a minute. Yes, hopefully we will. We're just holding station. It's Brundle in front. Brundle, of course, in the Tyrrell. Yes, Brundle. Oh my goodness. In the Tyrrell. Is that right? No, he wasn't a Tyrrell, was it? Oh, I'm lost now with these cars. I really am. I'm completely lost. Just look it up on Google. You'll find out who drove what. I haven't got my notes, so I'm just doing it on the fly. Just leave me alone and let me get on with it now. Anyway, 5th position is Martin Brundle. So can we get past him and get 2 World Championship points? Oh dear, he's off to the right hand side, as you can see, and he's got the Ferrari in front of him. I think that's Gerhard Berger, or it could be a Lacey. Look at this, fighting like crazy now, trying to get past Martin Brundle. We're just about to complete another lap. This circuit is so short. 16 laps completed now for Damon Hill. We dive out to the right hand side to try and get past this Ligier. Can we get past Brundle? And yes, we do. So past Brundle, we go up into 5th position now. And that was very, very tight indeed. But we managed to get past the Ferrari as well of Gerhard Berger. So up now into 4th position for David Coulthard. And as I say that, he goes wide. He goes horribly wide and loses a huge amount of time. Look at the cars. They've sped off now into the distance. but he's not going to give up on this. No, he's not going to give up on this. He will persevere and see if he can catch up to the Benetton now. Yes, the Benetton car in front, which it's got to be Michael Schumacher. Wow, he's done very, very well if he's managed to catch up to the back of the field and get ahead up into these points if he had to come in for his wing change, which he obviously has had to done because he has a new wing on the back of the car, as you can see. So darting about all over the show now, trying to get past this McLaren. Wait a minute, is this the leaders? Is this the leaders again? I think it is. I think we are behind the leaders once again. Wow, this is absolutely fantastic because I think that's Damon Hill up ahead, isn't it? I think that is, yes, as we go past one of the LaRousse cars, another one of the back markers. Yes, all these cars are the leaders ahead of us. Wowzers, absolute wowzers. And that is Michael Schumacher. Wowzers. I don't believe it. He's coming to the pits, had a new rear wing pull on the car, which I'm pretty sure takes at least 3 minutes. At least 3 minutes. He's come out again and he's still in second place, fighting like crazy with Damon Hill. This is unbelievable scenes. Absolutely unbelievable scenes at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Anyway, we're still trying to catch up to the back of this McLaren and get past. I mean, we could get past all 3 of these cars and go into the lead if we timed it just right. We have to time it just right though. Off to the right hand side, let's be careful that otherwise we're going to get slammed off into the bloody gravel. So let's see if we can continue and get past these cars. There's very, very few laps to go. I think there's only 3 more laps to go. So we've got to make our move pretty bloody soon. As there's contact with the back of the McLaren. So we lose a little bit of time there and a little bit of pace as well, as you can see. But we're continuing on. We are continuing on. Let's see if we can catch up to this McLaren once again. We're piling on the beans now. Piling on the beans. See if we can get past these cars. Oh no! David Coulthard almost binned it there. He almost binned it, but he holds on. It's okay. Still trying to catch up to the leaders. Still trying to catch up. Come on, David. You can do it. We believe in you. We believe in you. Oh! Very, very close to the back of the McLaren now. Very, very bloody close indeed. So, can we get past the McLaren? Just got a few more laps to go now. We dive down the inside. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, look at that. And Michael Schumacher pushes Damon Hill wide. And we go for the move, but there's contact with the side pod of Damon Hill. So we have to back off out of that manoeuvre. So we stay in third position now for David Coulthard. But can we get past our teammate Damon Hill? And the answer to that is yes, we can. And we sneak past Damon Hill up into second place now. We just got Michael Schumacher to pass. And we are going to go into the lead of this Grand Prix. He's going to attack very, very hard because, of course, I think there's only 1 more lap to go. And he goes round the inside of Michael Schumacher. Does he get past? Yes, he does. Oh, my goodness. David Coulthard goes into the lead of this Grand Prix. And I think this may be the fight. Oh, no, there's contact, though, with Schumacher. Contact in the side pod. He tries to get a position back. I think this may be the last lap. Is it the last lap or is there 1 more to go? I'm not quite sure, but I think it may be the last lap. We will find out. If it is, it's going to be an incredible win for David Coulthard. Absolutely incredible. Oh, no, Michael Schumacher once again in the side pod. Trying to get past, but no, he's holding on. He is holding on at the moment. So, is this the last lap? I wish it would tell us, but unfortunately it won't. We may have to go for another lap. I'm not quite sure. Just coming around the corner now. Is this going to be the final time? Are we going to cross the line in the lead of this race and win the race? Or is this going to have to go for another lap? No, yes, we've done it. Wowzers. Fantastic. David Coulthard won the race at Hungary in 28 minutes and 17 seconds. Michael Schumacher in second, Damon Hill in third. And in the championship now, David Coulthard's in third place with 43 points. Damon Hill in the lead with 49. Michael Schumacher in second with 46. And the constructors, Williams, are way out in front with 92 World Championship points. Oh my goodness. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You have been awesome as always. And join us next time for some more Let's Play on Formula 1, where hopefully we will get to this fantastic glitch that I'm going to show you. And everything will be absolutely brilliant. Thank you, everyone, and good night.